The first exercise of this warm-up is a banded big toe curl. It's very important to activate the big toe. It's going to help you utilize your glutes and your hips to pull the world behind you, and it's also going to engage your arch with each step. You're going to need a thick band like so. It's actually the width of your toe. You're going to wrap it around your big toe and you're going to curl your toe. So I'm pulling on that band and I'm just curling my big toe.
We're going to keep activating the big toe from a split stance, and we're going to do a calf raise with the band underneath our big toe. You're going to put your band around your ankle, place the band underneath the big toe of the opposite foot. You're going to step out and you're going to do a calf raise on that back leg with that band underneath that big toe. And if you release that tension of pressing down into the ground, that band would snap away. This is the split stance 3D hip routine. Split stance is a lunge stance. I want to make sure the back foot is pointed straight forward. We're going to squeeze the glutes, drive the hips forward. You're going to feel a stretch on the hip flexor of your back leg. Then you're going to leave the hips locked out and forward, and you're going to shift your hips to the right and left. You'll feel this in the groin and then the side of your hip. And then lastly, we're going to do circles in each direction.
90-90 hip transitions while leaning back. You're gonna lean back as far as you can with your knees bent at 90 degrees, but still being able to keep your knees on the ground. You're gonna transition, push into the ground. Transition, push into the ground. You're gonna feel a stretch in the front side of your hip. Next, we're gonna do 90-90 hip transitions with no hands. You're gonna lean over your front leg, push into the ground, transition, keeping your feet planted, lean over, transition, and repeat.
The single leg hip thrust, you're gonna be on your back. One leg is gonna be in the air, the other foot is gonna be close to your hips. You're gonna squeeze your glute and drive your hips up as high as you can get them and walk that hip out. The alligator plank. Planks are a postural exercise, meaning they wanna develop good posture. So to have good posture, tall spine, stomach stuck in through the sides of your stomach, front of your stomach and through your lower back. You also want to activate your pelvic floor. Okay, imagine needing to go to the restroom and just engaging those muscles. So you're going to be down in that planking position, good posture, just alternating doing a knee kick straight out to the side. Single arm Lou raise with side bend. You're gonna raise one arm into the air and bend over to the side. You're gonna feel a stretch all through your armpit and your side and your oblique. Back and forth. Arm flexion and extension. One arm's gonna go in the air, other arm's gonna go down to your side. Floss twice, back and forth. Arm swing, backstrokes. Now we're gonna warm up the rotation of our trunk. All right, so just like you're doing a backstroke in the water, I want you to really reach high, feel the stretch all through your side, rotate those shoulders in a good figure 8-like motion. Only the backstroke. The skater jump. We're gonna jump on one leg laterally, just back and forth. I want toes pointed straight forward the whole time. So you're gonna jump about 50 to 75% of the mass distance that you can. Sink that hip in as you absorb that force and just try to, as gracefully as you can, go back and forth. Unsupported leg swings. So just balancing on one leg, you're gonna swing your leg forward and back for each leg. All right, trying to maintain that balance. Then you're gonna pivot one foot to the side so that you can do lateral leg swings next. Side to side. This one's often a lot harder to balance on, all right? Take your time, go through a full range of motion. The pogo jump. It's a lot like jumping rope, but we're trying to develop spring tension in our ankles. So you're gonna kind of smack the ground a little bit harder, but try to be loose with the ankle. So maybe jumping rope, you're just nice and quiet. Pogo jumps is gonna be, all right, you see you're being a little bit more aggressive. You're waking up that spring tension in the ankle. Single leg hops, alternating sides. You're just gonna hop on one leg for 5 hops, switch legs, 3, 4, 5, and repeat.